Yo, what's up, fam? What's up? What's up? It's your boy MGK coming back at y'all with another teaching. Today's topic is gonna be on friends and friendships, and I'm gonna just jump right into it. I'm gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter 35, verse 14. I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily as one that mourned for his mother. So now, you got a lot of so-called friends. You got a lot of friends and so-called friends out here, and like in today's times, you don't know what a friend is now. You got like it's like you got a lot of associates than you do friendships. You know what I mean? So if you a brother, if you have a friend that's like a brother, hey, look out for that. Look out for that partner, man. Even sisters as well. You know, sisters gotta look out for each other, man, for real. So let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 41, verse 9. Yea, my own familiar friend, in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, have lifted up his heel against me. This when you start getting a lot of friends, when you start getting to a level where the Most High is taking you up, you'll start to see who your true friends are. They come sit at the table and doing a whole lot of talking and having a good old time, eating the chicken and cornbread, and now ain't turn his back up on you. She ain't turn your back up on you. And don't want to talk to you no more. Calling you crazy, this, that, and the third. Like, man, get out of here. We're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 88, verse 18. Lover and friend hast thou put far from me, and my acquaintance into darkness. See there? Okay, let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 1. Friends, you got a lot of so-called friends out here who want to take you into darkness, want you to do what's not the will of the Creator, not the will of the Most High. So let's go to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 1. My son, if thou hast be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger. Ooh. Watch who you hang with. Watch who you hang with. Because a lot of times you thinking that's your partner or that's your sister. That's a friend. Might be a stranger unto you. You know what I mean? You gotta be real careful. We're gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 20. The poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich had many friends. The poor, that means a lot of times when you're a person that's a loner, you don't really have many friends, or you don't even have no friends. People calling you weird, calling you crazy, but the rich, you got a big entourage going on. You got about 15 to 20 people hanging out with you. And then look, them the ones you don't know who your true friends are. Them might be and look, you might have some of them, they just hanging out with you just because you got money. You got jewelry, you got house, so forth and so on. Now let's go to the book. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born of adversity. Saying that you got a lot of friends out here, it's just like a brother than your own family members. Even you have sisters as well that's like that. Have problems with each other. Don't, y'all in the same household, but don't like each other. got conflict, and a lot of times we got to be careful with that as well. We got to be real. Parents got to be real careful with that. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. A man that had friends must show himself friendly, man. You supposed to be showing yourself friendly. Supposed to be kicking the knowledge to him, man, like having a good old time. And there is a friend that's strictly closer than a brother. See, that's self-explanatory. You have like in the other script in 17 verse 17. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. I don't know why it's like that at times, but man. Let's see. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 19, verse 4. Wealth maketh many friends. Then they said the rich have many friends as well in the other script, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. Wow. That's crazy that it be like that at times. Then we'll go to the book of Proverbs chapter 27, verse 6. And a faithful are the wounds of a friend that's willing to pray for you, that's willing to look out for you in all things of life. And let's see, but the kisses of the enemy are deceitful. That's gonna call you crazy. They're gonna talk about you, hide the hand, throw the rock. Telling you to pull on up if you got a problem with it, so forth and so on, and want to fight, they want to put all your business out there on Facebook and Instagram and this, that, and the third. Like, man, what's going on out here? And we're going to go to verse 10 within the same chapter. Thy own friend, watch this, and thy father's friend forsake not. Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity. For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off. Wow. Because your own brother gonna put you out. Ain't gonna give you no food, nowhere to stay. Just gonna put you out for no reason. Wow. Let's go to the book of Proverbs chapter 22 verse 24. And it states, make no friendship with an angry man. And with a furious man thou shalt not go. Verse 25. Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Don't be friends with somebody that's have a spirit of rage and always angry all the time. Because with a lot of youngsters that's my age and when I was in high school and even elementary up to then, that how you have a lot of time you might disagree with somebody, what they might have said, what they say or whatever, then they wanna go off and wanna fight. This man, look, don't follow that. But if you tend to follow that individual person, a lot of time what happen is that same spirit will get off of that individual and will come to you, and spirits follow. You be wondering why you angry, why you going off on the teacher, you going off on your parents, because you follow that individual and the parents don't know what's going on. Up there looking around, gonna have everybody looking crazy around here. So we're gonna go to the book. We're gonna go to Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, and we're gonna just read from there. We're gonna read some scripts, and it states, Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit in an ill name, shame, and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that had a double tongue. Seeing your friend, but they talking about you behind your back. So let's go to verse 4. 4 and down. A wicked soul shall destroy him that had it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies. Verse 5. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. Be at peace with all men. Verse 6. Be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counselor of 1,000. Verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. People just use you because they have a certain agenda of why they hanging around you, but when you need them, nowhere to be found in sight. Verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Folks get jealous of what you have, what the Most High is doing, and then they taking all that frustration and anger from them, from their situation, and turning it upon you. That's how the enemy do. We got to be really paying attention out here. And again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of the affliction. See, look, you often them come to eat at the house or going out to eat, whatever the case may be. Come to sit on down and talking a big conversation, having a good old time. Eating cornbread, eating an old chicken burrito, sipping sweet tea, having a good, lovely time. But they're going to turn up on and hit you. Then they're going to hit you upside the head if you're not paying attention. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face. See, nowhere to be found in sight. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends. Separate yourself, because you don't know what kind of people that you hanging with. Hey, look, be up there, still be a friend one day, next thing you know, they cussing you out. Watch for it. A faithful friend is a strong defense. I get this my boy right here, or even on the female side, this the sister right here. She gonna hold it down. Hold it down on the block. And he that had found such an one had found a treasure. See there? Self-explanatory, verse 15. Nothing doeth contravene a faithful friend, as his excellency is invaluable. Verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and there that fear the Lord shall find him. Verse 17. Whoso fears the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. Verse 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age. Hold on for us. Okay, y'all already know got my boy right here. Got my boy getting that wisdom. Get to hotel, getting that wisdom, you know what I'm saying? If you want friendship to endure in the house that you enter, the house of a master, of a brother, or of a friend, then in whatever place you enter, beware of approaching the woman there. Watch this. This how you can, you got to be real careful, because this how a lot of times you have partners that you might not be in a relationship, but they might be in a relationship, and how the woman, you gotta they gonna try to come up on you and wanna ask you want something to drink, you want some coffee, you want that sweet tea. You want some Kool-Aid or whatever the case may be, or you want the ice cold water with extra ice on it. Unhappy is the place where this is done. See that it's already a suspect. Unwelcome is he who introduced on them. 1,000 men are turned away from their good because of a short moment that is like a dream. And then that moment is followed by death that comes from having known that dream. Anyone who encourages you to take advantage of this situation gives you poor advice. When you go to do it, your heart says no. If you are one who falls through the lust of woman, then there no affair of yours can prosper. See, you got to be careful because a lot of times you might have friends where I hear and tell, man, don't sleep with that woman, that man, that he ain't gonna know. Just hide behind the back. Hey, look, just hide. Don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That, like, really? Like, man, like, boy, man, better get on out of here. Let's see. Let's get some more. I know y'all want some more. Okay, let's go to the other one. Help your friends with things that you have, for you have these things by the grace of God. If you fail to help your friends, one who say you have a selfish spirit, one plans for tomorrow, but you do not know what tomorrow will bring. The right soul is the soul by which one is sustained. If you do praiseworthy deeds, your friends will say, welcome in your time of need. See that if you look out for your partner, they'll look out for you. But watch this. Don't repeat slander for nor should you even listen to it. It is the spouting of the hot-bellied, just reported thing that has been observed. Not something that has been heard secondhand. If it is something negligible, don't even say anything. He who is standing before you will recognize your word. Slander is like a terrible dream against which one covers the face. You got the other ones on the flip side of the coin. They're gonna talk about you. They're gonna call you out. Gonna tell you to pull up and wanna fight you. They wanna get your name all out there. Get your name all out there on the block in the streets. And we almost finished. And let's see. That's the last one. Know your friends and then you prosper. Do not be mean towards your friends. They are like a water field and greater than any material riches that you may have. For what belongs to one belongs to another. The character of one who is well born shall be a prophet to him. Good nature is a memorial. Self-explanatory. And that concludes today's teachings. And that I just want to say this, and for a lot of other youngsters that's out here that's that's younger than me, or the ones that's my age, you got to be wise in these times on who you hanging with, because you don't know what people be doing behind closed doors, and then you don't know what type of spirit these people be doing out here. They don't know what. They have a spirit of anger, bitterness, strife, heaviness, depression. The next thing you know, them same spirits will end up following you. But then you start following that same characteristics, because that's what I have noticed that when you hang around certain people that has positive and joy, wisdom, then you start doing it. Because you start to see, like, wait a minute, I'm feeling joy today. I don't have to be worrying about depression, this, because you hang around them type of individuals. And a lot of times, and what we have to do, what a lot of us don't realize, that every night before we go to sleep, we have to come against negativity, depression, heaviness, come against all these, come against all these negative energy actions that's now the Most High. And call and come against that and call in wisdom, knowledge, joy, happiness, joyfulness, peace with all men, so forth and so on. And plus, we don't realize is that even at the workplaces and all these different places that we go into, where we go to shop. What's another one? Who we have when we, because just dabbing up somebody, I'm telling you, spirits transfer off of that. You can feel somebody's energy or somebody's spirit when you dab somebody up. You can actually feel that. You can feel that even on the football field. When I was playing ball, you can tell who was really out there energetic about playing the sport. You can feel the ones that don't care as well. Even it happens in all sports, but it's the same thing. You have a lot of jealous people out here as well. A lot of jealousy friends. They will do anything to not have you be successful in life, because the enemy is using them to do all unrighteousness things. But you already know Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 14, whether it be good or evil is brought into judgment. The Most High sees all these things that's going on. But hey, y'all have a positive, y'all speak positive. Y'all have a positive day. Come against negative energy and negative, or what some people say, negative spirits out here, demonic spirits. And I'm just saying, man, just be at peace with yourself and the Most High, and as with others as well. You have a blessed rest of y'all day.